A team, from my definition, is a group of people that are working towards a common goal. How does ROTC use it? Everything that we teach our cadets is based off of teamwork. Individual effort is important, but if you can't function as a team, because our job is to give the instruction to these cadets to become officers in the United States Army, their first job is going to be a platoon leader. So they have to know how to form a team, encourage a team, coordinate for everything, and work together as a team. If they don't know how to do that, they're not going to be an effective platoon leader. So while individual effort is important, we always stress the fact that you're not going to do this alone. You're going to do it as a team, whether it's a buddy team of 2 people, a platoon of 30, or a battalion of 500. It's still a team. That's why you'll see on PT runs, at one point they'll turn around and go back and pick up anybody who's a straggler, because you never leave a member of the team behind. All of the seniors are in leadership or senior staff position roles. So they're, in essence, the battalion level staff. They do all the planning, the coordination, and then they are responsible for the execution and the evaluation of the junior cadets. Juniors, based on their performance in 2 years or a year of being in the program and the identified potential, we will put them in a leadership position at the company level. Sophomores, much like the juniors, except they're put in leadership positions at the squad level. New freshmen, this year we tried a little different. We literally drew names out of a hat and said, okay, they're going into this squad, they're going into this squad. So that's the way we build the team. Other ROTC units do a little bit different because of size. And then the leadership changes. Formal leadership changes every semester. Informal leadership change is on an event. I have a young man who's a freshman that played football all 4 years in high school, was a starting defensive lineman, and that's great. But there's a big difference between 275 pounds and doing a 2 to 3 yard spurt of energy on a football field and 275 pounds and running 2 miles. I continually tell my cadets, the fact that you can run 2 miles in 11 minutes in shorts and t-shirts and tennis shoes does not impress me. Take my 200-pound frame, throw 45 pounds of gear on it, and drag me 300 meters when I'm dead weight. Now you've impressed me, because that's what you're going to have to do in combat. So we use our physical training. That's one of the team building events, whether it's by assigned group or we'll do ability. It's always being stressed that could push yourself to improve. And just go on one of those runs and you'll hear 3 or 4 people talking to one. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. Body responded. Let's go. Let's push ourselves. Let's get better than we are. By doing that, that's a team building event. In ROTC, we are constrained by what we can use for motivation factors. I can't give them time off like I would a soldier. I can't give them money because I'm not going to jail to do that either. A lot of the motivation is actually the cadets motivate themselves, or they motivate other cadets. I've actually had all the female cadets come to me and they want to design their own t-shirt just for the female cadets. And at first I thought that was a good idea, but then as I went through and started thinking about it, I can see it from my point of view as being very decisive. Again, we're trying to build a cohesive team here. So if all the girls are, well, we want a t-shirt, then I've got maybe all the black cadets want a t-shirt, or all the Hispanic cadets want their own t-shirt, or everybody that's interested in weightlifting wants their t-shirt. I'm not building a team, I'm dividing it. It's becoming decisive by the fact that they're grouping themselves into something that I don't want. My time in the Army, I'm at the point in my career where I see 2 colors. You're either khaki or you're not. But we will also do incentives. Part of our PT program, if a team establishes or reaches a certain goal, they get a PT session off. If it's the squad, they get 2. If it's the platoon, 3. If all 63 of the cadets can score 270 or above on a PT test, then I'll cancel PT for the rest of the year. They've now got a common, as I like to say it, I said, you now have a common enemy. So you guys can work together and try to achieve it, or you can work separately and fail. You can see from day one the freshmen trying to fit in. Thursdays when we wear our uniform. Am I wearing this right? Does it look right? Is this patch right? I mean, we give them a handbook, but they're asking the upperclassmen to help them out. And that's what, because they want to fit in. I think on a personal level, they want affirmation that they're doing the right thing. And I look at it from my upperclassmen is that's what you're going to do as an officer, so you should be helping them do these things. Point blank. That sense of belonging to the Army being part of something bigger than yourself, they will cling to that like a life jacket. And this university breeds that, which I think is great. Everything in this university is service to community before service to self. Kind of fits real nice into selfless service, which is one of our military values. If there's conflict, that's part of their training, is they need to figure out what are the techniques. Now, we will teach them conflict resolution techniques, but unless it's life, limb, eyesight, or a safety violation, my cadre step back and we watch them go. And it's interesting to watch this dynamic at this level, because as cadets, and I hear this from the seniors at camp, when they go to camp during the summer, they're with 7,000 other cadets across the United States. And you may be the platoon leader, and I may be a squad member, but we're both college juniors, and I really don't have to listen to what you tell me. And some of them had to deal with that this summer. I said, so how did you deal with it? Well, sir, remember when you told us about being a good follower instead of a good leader? Well, that's what I did. And people started to notice. Oh, imagine that. Unless we see somebody's going to get hurt or something's going to be done that's illegal or immoral, we will step in. Other than that, we step back and watch. That's another really neat dynamic that I get to watch, is especially I have 2 new captains, and it's like they know what right is and what the answer is, and I have to go, leave them alone, let them fail. They can't learn if they don't fail. We are very big on, it's a cadet-run battalion. So they plan it, they prep it, they coordinate it, they execute it. We are here to coach, teach, mentor, and advise.